The wind howls over a white horizon. A small band of early Homo sapiens moves silently through a storm of frost and light. Their furs rimmed with ice, their breath steaming like ghosts. They follow the faint prints of a giant mammoth winding toward the river valley. Their world is the Eurasian tundra 30,000 years ago, a land locked in the grip of an ice age. They carry flint-tipped spears, bone knives, and torches bound with animal fat. Their hunt is not choice, it is survival. The mammoth's trail fades into blowing snow. The group splits. 2 scouts climb a ridge. The rest circle through the low brush. Above, circling ravens mark something ahead. A mound of blood in the snow. The mammoth is not alone. A pride of Ice Age lions feeds upon it. The hunters freeze. Eyes meet. A signal. Retreat or fight. They do not yet know. This hunt will decide their fate for generations. The lions snarl, their golden fur dark against the snow. The tribe leader gestures, a circle of fire. They light dry moss, waving torches, shouting without words. The fire drives the predators back just enough for the humans to claim what remains. They carve meat quickly, using obsidian flakes to slice, raw and fast. Every second is risk. When the lions return, the group withdraws, dragging heavy chunks of meat on wooden sleds, leaving a trail of crimson. Night falls before they reach camp. Their cave refuge glows with firelight, a heartbeat against the dark. They share food in silence, faces lit orange and gold. The leader burns crushed herbs in the fire, a ritual for safety. Smoke coils like memory. The storm breaks. Snow turns to ice shards, cutting skin and vision. A sudden gale tears through the valley. Their shelters, woven branches and hides, collapse. They scramble to hold torches against the wind, to shield their supplies. A spear snaps, a fire dies, and with it, their warmth. Morning finds them buried in frost. 2 of their number are gone, swept in the night. Tracks vanish under snow. A silence heavier than grief fills the camp. They must move southward to the river. The storm has changed the land. They march for days, across plains where even the trees have turned to bones. The air burns with cold. Each breath is survival. They eat what little remains. Marrow, dried berries, snow for water. They craft snowshoes from sinew and bone. One woman gathers strange moss under ice, a medicine that eases fever and hunger. At dusk, they find an ancient river, frozen, silent, gleaming like steel. Beneath its clear ice, fish still move, shadows of life beneath death. They set traps of bone and cord, lighting fires in cracks of stone. The tribe rests. 2 groups, 2 fires, the same hunger. At dawn, both reach for the same prey. A woolly rhinoceros drinking at the river edge. The beast snorts steam, massive and ancient, its horn glinting. Spears fly from both sides. The rhino roars and charges, crushing ice and flesh alike. Chaos. Humans scream, scatter, regroup. In the chaos, one of the rival hunters falls, trampled beneath the weight of the beast. The rhino flees, wounded, into the fog. Both tribes pause, neither victorious. The leader of our tribe steps forward, raising a torch. Not in challenge, but peace. They share meat from the fallen beast. That night, 2 tribes become one. For warmth, for survival, for something greater than fear. In the cave, sparks rise to the ceiling like stars. The combined group paints their story upon stone. Hunters, beasts, storms. Red ochre and charcoal mix with animal fat. The walls come alive. This is not just art, it is memory made immortal. The first storytelling, not with words, but with light and color. Through gesture and fire, they passed down the knowledge of how to live, how to endure. Outside, auroras ripple through the frozen night sky. The Ice Age world glows in silence. Food runs low again. The union of tribes brings new mouths and new strength. They prepare a grand hunt, the mammoth that escaped them before. They craft longer spears, fire-hardened and balanced with stone weights. They dig shallow pits, cover them with branches. For days they track the herd. At last they find it, on the open tundra, grazing near the edge of a frozen gorge. Wind rises, the hunt begins. Torches flare, hunters scream, spears fly. The mammoth roars, a wall of power and rage. It charges, slamming through snow and spear lines. One man is struck down, but another lands the killing blow. A thrust beneath the ribs. The mammoth falls, the ground shakes. For a moment, silence, and then a roar of triumph. They burn great fires around the fallen mammoth. Fur and fat feed the flames. Meat cooks slowly, scent rising into the night. They eat together, hunters, gatherers, former rivals. They carve bones into tools, tusks into art. One woman lays a polished stone beside the mammoth's heart, an offering for balance between hunter and hunted. They have not conquered nature. They have learned to live beside it. The ice thickens once more. They know they cannot stay. In the morning mist, the tribe gathers their spears, their hides, their fire. They march toward the sun, toward forests that promise warmth. Behind them, their cave fades into white silence, but the paintings remain. Proof that they lived, fought, loved, and dreamed. 30,000 years ago, in a world of ice and giants, they walked paths we still follow. Every fire we light, every home we build, carries the memory of their struggle and the flame they kept alive. Thanks for watching. Please help follow and subscribe.